Good evening and welcome to Audio Dungeon. I'm your host, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the crew, Liam Lynch, Catherine Hunter, Ryan Offerfrida, Dan Isgro, and Damian Scro. Also, thank you to our sponsors and partners, Fantasy Network, Dungeon TV, Phoenix Studios, Norse Foundry, Dungeon Dragons Memes, My D&D, and Nerd Asteroid. And thank you to our staff, Nick Simone, Percival Fairweather, Todd Heaney, Lee House, and Liam Lynch. Guys, today is Monday, 8:30 p.m.-ish, and we are about to get started for our show. We have a lot of great things coming today. We have critical hits of the week, a nerd review of Moon Knight coming up, which is exciting for those of you that are watching it into the next phase of Marvel as we're going forward. And then we have Roll and Rumble, which is our tabletop meets wrestling show. That's coming later, so check it out. And guys, how do you join those games and play with us online? You go to patreon.com/audio. You can play with us and join up and have some fun. Guys, I hope you're ready for a fun episode today. We're going to start off with critical hits of the week, and we're going to figure out what is exactly the best TikTok or meme that's floating around on the internet. I'm excited to figure it out. So let's get right into it, guys, for critical hits of the week. Yeah!
I love that.
I still can't tell if it's recorded or if it's just you doing the same thing every week.
It's recorded. I feel like this is some weird issue. Like, why do you think it's not recorded?
I don't believe it.
It sounds like
Yeah, I don't believe it either.
I think it's you.
Okay.
It's
The only way
him.
to tell is
Recorded.
Tony would have to play.
Critical
and
hits of the week. Yeah!
Yeah.
You have to say something different while it's playing, Tony.
You should take it as a compliment that they think it's live. I think that's great.
You have that
Yeah.
kind of voice control, and you can do it exactly
That's
the same
amazing.
way every time.
Yes.
You should say it now
Acting.
just for fun without the image coming by.
Critical hits of the week. Yeah!
LOL. Funny.
Not bad.
LOL. Okay, guys, welcome to the show. This is Critical to the Week. This is a show where I do not say the intro every single time, and we just talk about TikToks and the best memes that are coming out on the internet with our fans, of course. Guys, welcome to the show. I'll be joining you right now. Joshua, Jason, Spuds, what's going on, everybody? We're checking out these memes. Let's see what we have coming up first, guys. We're going to look at 5 different ones today and see what we think is the best. So let's take a look and see what we got coming up first. So when I was younger, I never liked making things up in advance, and I still don't really do it. I do and I don't, but now I have like the system that allows me not to do the things I didn't want to do, because I used to be like, I have to draw a map out. Okay, I'm going to figure this out, and if they do this, I'm going to do that, and you go nuts. It's not fun. At least to me, it's not fun.
That's what like I just don't. I have no interest in DMing because I feel like I would plan stuff out, make the maps, make the NPCs, make all the characters, make a story, and like I would get annoyed with everybody if they just like played the game and did what they were supposed to do.
Well,
like follow my rails.
Dan actually, when we were younger, DM'd for a little bit, and I think he only did like 5 episodes of it, 5 sessions or something like that. And he kind of just gave up, but he's like, I'm done. I'm good. I don't want to do it anymore.
The thing that did it for me too was not like I made a map, I made like a cool story that I liked, I made a bunch of characters that I liked, and the thing that made me realize like, oh my god, I'm in over my head, like I can't do, was one day like we were like, I don't know, 4 sessions in or 5 sessions in, and Perry, our friend Joe, looks at me and he goes, is this still the same day as when we first started the quest? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, we need to rest. Like, we need to like get all of our spells back and stuff. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's the end of the day now. You guys can rest. I was like, oh my god, I'm not even considering like what time of day it is, like how long they've been doing whatever it is they're doing, when they can get their hit points back, when they can get their spells back. I was like, this is too much for me. I can't do this.
Dan hates the setup and the pre-work. Yeah.
We went straight to the big bad guy after that.
Well, I enjoyed it. I think internally you did not enjoy it, but I enjoyed it. We all enjoyed it. But yeah, but sometimes, built on that, sometimes you spend a lot of time as the dungeon master. And for me, what I probably when I was about 13 years old, I remember I made this huge thing in this forest. It was actually a forest in hell, by the way. And they're traveling through the forest and they're trying to just get through. And I have battles planned. I have his villains going to come up and whatever's going to happen. And we go into the forest, and 15 minutes in, I remember it's supposed to be like the whole session worth. I go myself in my head. I go, this is boring. It's really boring. So I was like, okay, and you're out of the forest. and then I was thinking, like, I'm not going to keep playing like this because you don't know what's good. So like, I feel like now I make the bullets of what's going to happen, where it's coming, so that I can interchange it as I go, because sometimes you got to flip things around, or like, this is really interesting, but you had no idea this would be that much fun. So slow down the quest and kind of spend time there and let it go. And then players can interact or not, and it works out. So that makes a lot of sense to me, because sometimes you just want to play and you don't want to make a quest up, and you just throw whatever you got, and people say you're ready. You're like, yeah, I'm all ready. And you have like one idea. It's like Rob Spataro planning, where you have one idea and improv.
But that's a skill, though, like that I think you have to like develop and hone to, like, no matter what you planned, you just to gauge how much fun your players are having, and if they're having fun, find a way to stretch it out, and if not, have the wherewithal to say, like, okay, let's just stop this and try something else out until people are having fun.
My belief is that if I'm DMing and I don't have to talk for a while, and you guys are talking to each other, that means I'm doing a good job. It's fine. And if it's the opposite, then I don't really like that. It doesn't really work for me. So let's go to number 2. But you're a level 20 adventurer. You could solve the plot easily. I don't want to solve the plot. I want to run a general store. This is talking about Ross Mataro and myself. We both want to be like in politics, but only in a fantasy environment, not real life. We want to be the mayor or be the governor. I want to start the store up, or I want to just do something that's like living in the world. And I think there's a lot of people like that. Like, people are very interested, even lately, in like the normal, like, I want to be the blacksmith, I think it's more fun these days to be those guys. Like, what do you guys feel?
I like being the mayor, or just the person in charge in D&D. Calling the shots.
You don't mind if you're the bad guy or the good guy. You just want to be the guy.
Yeah, the guy.
Yeah. What about you guys? Do you guys like the classical archetypes of being fighter and wizard, or is it part of you kind of like, I like being the merchant, that has like this weird role?
Support roles are fun. I like the support roles.
I think it's like a new way of thinking, or new way people are looking at the games. They want to be like the commoner with the profession in the game, the potion maker. These are things that get people excited. Because when you say fighter, they're like, yeah, fighter. Or it can be the innkeeper. You're like, the innkeeper. I never considered maybe going to retail also.
The innkeeper has so much power.
He does. He does have a lot of power. Let's go to number 3. I want to play a Duck Arakocra barbarian with sailor background. Cool concept. Wait, is that Donald Duck? Arakocras are birds. I played one recently in Vince Quest like 2 years ago. And they're actually becoming a fan favorite. I know people are mentioning them all the time now. But Donald Duck can't fly. Can he fly? No, he can't fly.
I don't think I've ever seen Donald fly. Now that
I feel like there might be an episode somewhere where he can fly for a little bit, but then he can't.
Well, it's not.
He doesn't have wings. Like, when he opens his arms, they're just arms.
Yeah, they are just arms, right? But who knows what they're doing?
I don't want to offend the Donald Duck
His wings.
Let's see what fans are joining us right now. Having a handful of things worked out in your world for just in case is great. I say roll with the group does. Yes, roll with the group. Have a plan. You know what it is? Life is trying to do things. The players are trying to do things. There's major plot lines, and they all can just kind of flow forward, and then you just kind of go with what is the best or what is the most likely, and have a good time. Jason says, that's why I love playing clerics. It's an adventuring class and a life profession. That's true. That's true. The cleric, you do get a job and a class in one, right? A wizard also. Bard also. So, always a side hustle. This is before he said, why do legends retire? Sometimes you got to retire. Botorius retired. Right?
What do legends do when they retire?
What do legends retire? They open up a bar. Yeah, they chill.
That's what Jason's wondering.
Jason is wondering interesting things.
They do what comes naturally.
Yeah. Let's go to number 4. What do you call a knight made entirely out of fine china? I don't know what. Ceramic. I did not get it until I said it. Ceramic. And by the way, this is a great movie. Nice Tale. You guys like Nice Tale?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
I've never seen it. That's Robert Baratheon in that meme, by the way.
Yeah, it's Robert Baratheon. And of course, the Steve the Pirate. It's Tudyk. It's from Firefly and a million other things that he's done.
Resident Alien.
Resident Alien. That's right. I haven't watched that yet.
It's great.
Is it?
It's great.
And let's go over meme number 5. No TikToks today, just all memes.
Back in the 1920s, the Naval War College created an early form of this in order to help evaluate battles before actually fighting them. They had a stat called life, which was determined by how many 14-inch shell hits a vessel could take. So that's what a hit point is. How many 14-inch shells it would take to kill you. Every living creature is 1 hit point. The end.
Wait, what? Is that real?
What is going on?
I'm not gonna lie, I was only half paying attention at the beginning. There's so much information.
Yeah,
So he's
there's
saying
no
that
reason.
HP is a real thing.
Apparently.
Yeah, I was skimming. Wait, we have to watch that.
Back in the 1920s, the Naval War College created an early form of this in order to help evaluate battles before actually fighting them. They had a stat called life, which was determined by how many 14-inch shell hits a vessel could take. So that's what a hit point is. How many 14-inch shells it would take to kill you. Every living creature is 1 hit point. The end.
I think we're conflating like a ship's hit points with like living creature.
Yeah, that shell was huge.
Well, he's saying that they must have used that terminology back in the 40s, and so therefore we're all just 1 hit point because 1 shell could kill us.
If we adopted the same terminology, then we're using the same system.
Well, you know, Tony usually does boats by like your boats usually only have 10 hit points usually.
Yeah, with your obviously because you're using cannons and things like that. So
I'm saying if so by your scale, it seems to check out.
yeah, I'm on scale with the 1940s. Okay, guys, so those are our memes. Let's check in with the fans before we go on to see what the vote is. Let's see. People are just yes, and laughing. Yes, it's good. Oh, I like that one, crying monkey, says Todd. Sarah Forrest says that's the idea of where a hit point came from, maybe. It sounds legit. If he's fooling us, he's doing a good job because I believe him. Catherine is 80-20. Catherine's always 80-20 when these things, right?
That is very true.
Yeah. Catherine believes it.
Once you convince me,
she's 80-20.
I'm so in the moment that it's just like that's probably true, but I kind of have to believe a little bit what I already thought for a long time. But I'm sold on what you're telling me.
Kat feels the hype. She's up in the hype. So here we go, guys. It's 1 through 5. Just a quick review. This is 1. This one was a good one for me. Number 2. Where are you? Where are you? Number 2. Here you are. Oh, thank you. Your level 20 adventure. You can solve the plot. Found one at one of my general store. That's a good one too. Oh, you know what? It's getting harder. Was he an Arakakra, Barbarian? Oh, they're all good. I take it back. Now I don't know. Number 4. Ceramic.
Yeah, ceramic.
Ceramic. Do-do-do. And,
Back in the 1920s, the Naval War College created an early form of this.
And is this mustache real? No, it's not real. Can we all get behind that? The mustache ain't real.
Back in the 1920s, the Naval War College created an
Oh, I take that back too. It could be real because his hair is ridiculous, right? It's got full red hair.
I think it's real. I think he made his disguise check.
You think so?
Back in the 1920s, the Naval War College created an early form of this in order to help evaluate battles before actually fighting them.
Damn, I can't tell.
I think it's real.
Guys in chat, is this mustache real? We want to know. What do you think?
I'm saying real. It's exactly the same as his hair.
I know. That's the only
He's
reason.
wearing a wig.
Shade.
No, it looks overgrown.
It could be a wig, and then you got the matching mustache, and then we're completely just like. Okay, guys, here it comes. Number 3. Someone count. Help me count. Number 5. Number 3. 5.
Oh, shoot.
5. 5. So it's 1, 2, 3. 5 has 4, yeah, and 3 has 2.
Yeah.
Is 3 or 2? Yeah. Okay, guys. So you guys vote. Liam, you're up first.
I'm going with 5 too. I thought that was great.
Okay, Catherine.
4. Ceramic.
Number 4. Gotta be different. Ryan.
Yeah, 4 as well. Ceramic.
Ceramic. Dan.
I'm gonna go with 5 too. I just like Mustache's delivery was great.
Mustache. That's his name. Damien.
I'm gonna go with number 1.
We'll go number 1, okay? I think I'm gonna.
It's unpopular, but I thought it was funny.
One was the one with the
The ironing.
Laundry.
ironing. I'm gonna go number 1 too. I like the number 1, but the winner is gonna be number 5. It is Mustache Guy.
Woo!
Is it real or is it fake? We don't know. Here it is, guys. Your winner. Todd, give him credits. Here it is.
Back in the 1920s, the Naval War College created an early form of this in order to help evaluate battles before actually fighting them. They had a stat called life, which was determined by how many 14-inch shell hits a vessel could take. So that's what a hit point is. How many 14-inch shells it would take to kill you. Every living creature is 1 hit point. The end.
What happens to his hair halfway through? Does it change radically?
Back in the 1920s, the Naval War College created an early form of this in order to help evaluate battles before actually fighting them. They had a stat called life, which was determined by how many 14-inch shell hits a vessel could take. So that's what a hit point is. How many...
It
Yeah,
kind
his
of
hair-
does.
It does.
It
a
changes
little bit.
dramatically.
It's like
You just re-pulled it over between takes of whatever they were doing.
I can't even concentrate what he's saying because his hair is it's amazing and mysterious.
That's so funny.
But the eyebrows match too, though, so now I think it's all real.
It is real.
maybe he changes his hair to try to get more attention off of the mustache. Maybe it's
Maybe.
a strategy.
I have no words. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
But it's hard because the rest of his face is so clean shaven. Like he had to have just shaved right before they went on for that take. Because if he's growing a powerful mustache like that, you would think he often has to shave.
That's a good point. That is a heavy mustache.
Like I could never achieve that mustache.
No, me neither.
No, me neither.
No, I don't know if I could do a mustache, but I can't do it like that, where it's like that bushiness. Like,
Yeah, the fullness. I'll just get wispy. Mine gets too wispy.
yeah, I think this guy down here could do it.
Mine doesn't grow in the middle though, so you have a very specific pattern.
You need to go to China because you could do the Fu Manchu
Oh
like,
yeah.
perfectly.
I could, yeah, I'd have to like shave the middle, I guess.
Mhm.
Or
Ryan,
something.
can you grow a mustache? You're always shaving.
Yeah, no. I want to, but I can't. I tried. It sucks.
One day when you become a man, and you grow up, become a big boy.
That's
Yeah.
low. That's low.
So you can't grow a mustache?
Not. I mean, no. Yeah, no. It sucks. Every time it's
What
just
he's trying to say is that hair grows on his face, but he doesn't like the way it looks.
Yeah, so I just have to keep shaving it.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately.
Yep, that's how it is. Okay, guys, so that was critical hits of the week. Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you're watching this after, we want to know which one was your favorite, and what do you think of that kid's mustache? Is it real? If you know him, find out. Let us know because we want to know. I'm curious. I'm really curious. And where did he get that information from? How does he know about that? World War II fact. That's amazing to me. And I learned that I'm 1 hit point. I'm a little upset. So lots going on with that video. Really wrecked me. So that is it, guys. Thank you for watching that. We're going up next into our nerd review. Guys, this is a Moon Knight. Moon Knight has been, I think people have been enjoying it. It's been like, it hasn't been, to me, like, it's not popping up in front of my face in a lot of places, but everyone's talking about it. It's kind of like in the undercurrent. And you know what? We'll talk about how people are liking it because I'm curious to see what everybody thinks here. So let's get into it. Is everybody here seen Moon Knight? If
Yes.
not, you're gonna back out. No, you seen it? Okay. Here we go. The nerd review. Welcome back, guys. Welcome to the show. Today Welcome back to the nerd review, guys. Today we are looking at Moon Knight from Marvel on Disney Plus. Episode 1 and 2 are out. They're releasing, I believe, on the Wednesdays, and I'm curious to see what everybody thinks of it. Let's just start going into it and start with Liam. How are you liking it?
I'm loving it. I think it's one of my favorite Marvel shows so far. I think it's shot really well. Like the cinematography is on point, and so far so good. No complaints.
And Catherine, what are you thinking?
I don't like it.
You don't like it? Why?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I agree with Liam that it's shot really well. But I was like genuinely paying attention. Like, you could passively watch something and like actively watch it. I was actively watching it and I was confused. Like, I didn't know the comic prior. So like my brother, thank God, came home like 20 minutes in. I'm like, what's going on? And then he kind of gave me a little bit of a backstory that made it make more sense, but I feel like it was still kind of hard to follow.
I think at least episode 1, and then it gets a little bit easier in episode 2, is like they don't tell you anything. They want you to be like, what's happening? Why is this? And you're just learning about it as you go. I was watching
intentionally confusing.
Yeah, they purposely have the carrot in front of you. You're like, well, what is happening here? Ryan, what'd you think?
I liked it a lot more than I thought I was gonna. I agree with Liam. I think it was shot well. I don't really know cinematography too much, but I think it looked nice. And at first I was also super confused, and I was like, what is going on? He kept like falling asleep, waking up, he would like spaz out and stuff, but then it kind of made sense toward the end of the first episode, and then I thought the second episode was great. So I'm definitely pumped to keep watching it. I didn't think I was going to watch it, and then I'm happy I did.
Dan?
I'm liking it so far. Definitely interested by it. I like a good missing time story, so that part was really fascinating. And I know we're only 2 episodes in. We're still doing a lot of establishing, but I cannot wait. I am loving the 2 costumes that we're seeing from the Stephen Moon Knight and also the Mark Moon Knight. I think they're like 2 completely different takes on the character, but I love the costumes that they both use. I cannot wait to see more of both of them.
Awesome. Damien?
I'm really, really enjoying it. I really, really liked it, especially that first episode. I thought was so good. Just to kind of echo what the other guys said, but I didn't find it confusing. I thought that first episode made you like question a lot of things. You're watching it, and that was my experience. When I was watching that first episode, it was like, well, it could be this, it could be that, it could be this other thing. I had never even heard of this character before I heard about this show. All I knew going into it was it's called Moon Knight, and Oscar Isaac is starring in it. And man, what a performance so far! What an awesome, fun character. I kept thinking about role-playing games. Like while I got on the second viewing, I was like, oh man, like what a great, crazy character. Especially not even just him, but like. So like a lot of the characters in the show so far have been like really interesting to say the least, and it looks like the actors look like they're having a ball making this show. So I'm really enjoying it so far. Really liking it.
I took that away too. Like his acting is just great. And I think whether if you are frustrated by the show because of how it's teasing you out, or if it's just not your style, like you can't say anything against his acting because his acting is amazing. Personally, I'm enjoying the show. I think it's good. And I was getting a little worried in the very beginnings because I know I've heard of Moon Knight before, but I know literally nothing about it. And I, for 1 second, and probably the first like 15 minutes, I was like, is this going to be like a Venom thing where he's just hearing a voice inside of him and that's what it is? And it felt a little bit like that, but it wasn't. So it did give me. I like the show. I think it's good. I think they had to work hard, kind of like I said before. They're working extra hard to get things through the door now. You can't just package it like the old days and say, "Here's Iron Man, here's Thor." Now it's like you give it to me. It's like, tell me why this is different, why this is new, because we've seen a lot of superhero movies now, and I think this one they really had to work it and make it interesting and kind of push it through the door. But I feel how hard it's getting for Marvel to like get these products in, and. But I'm enjoying it. I think it's good. And let's go over it. So who knows? Anybody here know anything about Moon Knight other than what we've learned in here?
Nope.
Yeah. So I think for most of us, it's our first experience with it. Same for Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't know anything about the franchise until I saw it, and same with Moon Knight. So it's interesting. What do you guys think about Moon Knight and how he plays in the Marvel universe? Do you see him like kind of joining well or fitting in well, or do you feel like this is a piece that may be like, on the side of like the main storylines?
Yeah, that's what I keep thinking about as I watch the first 2 episodes. Like, we've seen what on Disney Plus so far? WandaVision, we've seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Hawkeye, like all this stuff and all these characters that are directly linked to the MCU because we've seen them in the MCU before. But now Moon Knight's a totally new character, totally new story. So far, I haven't like picked up on anything that links it to the stories that have been told, but I feel like they're going to drop that hammer at some point during the series. Like, okay,
Yeah.
like, here's what he has to do with the rest of the MCU, or like here's how he's going to dive into the multiverse or something like that, maybe. But yeah, as of right now, though, it feels like it's weirdly completely separated from the entire MCU.
I think they're going to do something like I was saying it last time about that. I think they're in this mode where it's just like anything mode, and then you see what stories you get, and like you're throwing things in the mix, and you're throwing them in the pot, and you're creating everything, and then I think they're just gonna, like you said, eventually the hammer plot comes in and they go, and then where everyone is kind of floats to the top and feels right, that'll probably their significance in going forward. Maybe there'll be a little bit of a jockeying position about this character's in the side, and this character makes an appearance, but he's not really that big, or people love this character. We didn't think they would, so maybe they get a little bit pushed forward. I think we're in the anything goes phase for Marvel. What do you guys feel about that?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I could see it tying in. To me, it felt similar to Eternals because now you have all these like ancient gods that are coming through. So maybe they'll tie it in with that somehow. It'll be where they start linking it.
It's also
Yes.
interesting because from the show, what we've seen so far, you don't know how long he'll be a character because it seems like there's going to be an expiration date on the connection between Mark and Steven at some point. He keeps saying that I won't be here forever. So it's
Right.
thinking about the future and how that would tie into Marvel if they do separate. It's a thought.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, great point. So yeah, I'm excited to see how it fits in, and we have Doctor Strange coming up. I think Doctor Strange, my guess is that it's going to blow things up. I think that's like the point of it. I feel like Loki was like the start of it, where they're saying, here's the multiverse, Wanda coming in, and I think everything together leading up to that movie is going to be the explosion of like the multiverse, the metaverse, and the metaverse, just like every single storyline that they have all put together. We're probably going to be introduced to X-Men for the first time now that you have Patrick Stewart in there. So yeah, it is about like, what's going to happen, where are these characters going to fit. And I feel like, you talked about Eternals, like Eternals was, for me, if Eternals was, I don't know, an hour shorter, I would have been kind of happy. I liked the movie, but the first hour, it took a long time to get it going. Maybe it was even more than an hour. And then when it got going, I started getting interested in the plot line. And I just think they had too many people, too many stories to tell. And I feel like Marvel is starting to not hit home runs, as much anymore. And like Eternals was not a home run, and Morbius was another thing that came out, and Morbius.
I think that's why we haven't seen a lot of Moon Knight, because a lot of the pop culture has been taken up about how bad Morbius is. Like that's all I see everywhere. It's trash.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet, but
and they came out close to each other, so that tells you they're worried about it. Probably they're probably worried about one, and they want it to go away quickly.
Well, I think isn't Morbius the Sony MCU verse though? Like I don't think it's the main thing.
It is.
Yeah.
It's the offshoot, and supposedly into the Sinister Six, but it has an effect whether it's in the Sony bubble only or not. It does have an effect on the Marvel brand now because it's attached. So so let's talk about the intricacies of the character. Isaac is a great actor. He's doing a lot of great work with it. What do you guys think about the show and where it's going? What do we think is going to happen in the series?
Good question.
Yeah. I feel like every episode opens 5 more questions up. You're like, I don't understand what's happening next, but it's great, I think.
Yeah.
So we know he works for the God, and we know that Ethan Hawke works for a different God. And apparently these gods, it's kind of like a warlock vibe for the tabletop fans here. And they're picking their avatar and they work with them and such. So it's interesting. It's all like this Egyptian sect of the Marvel Universe. So it's interesting. I don't know where it's going to go. I mean, it's probably going to be him versus maybe other avatars for each god.
Oh, maybe.
Take some guess. No one knows. That's the thing about the show is that we're all wondering what the heck is going to happen next. But
they're gonna go find whatever the scarab was pointing to.
Yeah,
probably that's gonna.
Yeah.
Now that Ethan Hawke has got it, I forget what his character's name is at the moment, but so the bad guy's got the thing. The
bad guy's got the thing.
Got the thing. So that's going to be interesting to see, whether they find what's at the end of that compass, or who's going to find it first, or if he's going to get it back, or looking forward to seeing that.
Let's go over to fans right now. Charles Morrison says, the only thing I knew about Moon Knight was during a few of his crossovers, I just thought he was Marvel's version of Batman. Someone told me that too. He's kind of like a Batman. And let's see. Todd says, yeah, I've seen random iterations of him during my comic book days. Never got totally into him, though he was like a Marvel sarcastic Batman. That's funny. Matt over here says he's going to become part of the Midnight Sun group. Ghost Rider is also in that group. There were talks about Nicolas Cage just by him asking him, saying would you return or is this going to happen? And he's like, no, I don't know anything about that. Which
if Nick Cage was in the MCU, oh my god,
imagine.
He is making a return right now. He's doing some things. He's doing that movie about himself, playing himself.
Yeah.
And,
I want to see that.
I have to see that too.
Yes, it does look good. So as what Sarah Ford's asking, is he in the main Marvelverse though? We don't know because now you can say anything.
Ruling is on that.
Yeah, you could clearly say he is or he's not. Once they give you that little tidbit of information to kind of designate, because now we know of at least two from the whole thing with Spider-Man. There's at least two different parallel universes that we're watching, I guess, because there's obviously infinite. Let's see. Moon Knight has crossovers with Daredevil and Spider-Man. We know Daredevil's coming in, so that makes sense. That lines up. He's been in comics since the late 70s, early 80s. They're making up all the other groups that Marvel has. That way they can branch out more. That's true. Yep. Moon Knight in the comics is in a different universe from where MCU is. He's in the Eternals universe. Oh. So he could link up with the Eternals. Oh, that makes sense. I guess that makes sense in the vibe. That's interesting.
Ryan was saying all the god stuff, the Egyptian gods, and now we have the other gods. And
you know why I like that? Because you took the Eternals and you said, you know what, maybe Eternals didn't have to be a part of the thing you're loving the most, and if it's not doing that great, yes, we isolate it over here. So that's interesting. Let's see what people are saying. A big issue we have now is anything that is tagged as Marvel's being compared to the MCU, 100%. So you have series and movies being put out not by the creators of the MCU with certain expectation attached. So it's Kevin Feige is the reason why Marvel is good. That's what I feel like. I feel like you have the right guy at the helm. And I think that he said that there's a scene in Morbius. Again, I didn't see it, but he was saying, they were saying the scene in Morbius that he didn't know about, that was an after scene. And apparently that scene creates a huge plot hole. And I don't know if they know the answer to that plot hole or not. And when I asked him, I think that he said, no, I didn't know. I didn't even oversee that scene. I wasn't totally aware about it.
Wow.
So that seems like it's correct, which is not a good sign. It's definitely not a good sign. I'd rather Midnight Suns and Secret Avengers. Old Steve Rogers and Endgame makes me think they're going that way, though. Keanu Reeves has talked about Ghost Rider. That
is legendary.
Yeah,
good.
That'd be great. Yeah, so there's a lot to think about, and that's kind of what it is. I feel like a talk about Moon Knight is really a talk about the show and what it is and how you like to feel, but then also how does it play in, and if it's in the Eternals universe, that's cool. And does it all go together in the Marvel universe, or maybe there's a crossover between Marvel universes for a short time, which is probably going to be the case. So That would be fun. I feel like the person who wants to get involved in Marvel, it's becoming more of like, do you want to watch it? Sure. You need to go back all the way to Iron Man, and you need to go all the way through. Then I'm going to need you to watch these 3 series here, and then you're going to watch a movie, and then watch another series. So it's getting complicated. So yeah. So what's any great takeaways? And like, give me some best moments of what we've seen just from these first 2 episodes.
That first episode, the first time that he wakes up in bed after the scene on like the road, you know, when he like wakes up that first time, and you're just not sure, like if he's dreaming, did he not dream it? Is it real? Is it not real? I mean, I was really blown away by the first episode. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I like the end of the first episode where he's in the bathroom, and Mark, it's like, let me take over, man. And he does, and then you see the suit reveal itself for the first time. They got me at that point. I was like, okay, all right, I'm in.
Yeah, cool. Agreed. When I saw that scene, I was so pumped to watch the second episode to see what happened.
Yeah. That was the ultimate tease. They made you wait all the way to the very end, and then gave you the thing right at the end.
That was great.
Catherine, what about you? Any favorite moments?
No, I did think the talking in the mirror scenes were cool. How the bathroom mirror, but generally I was just like I was just kind of getting through it to see if there were answers. So I feel like I was just always waiting for something else to happen and not really like focusing on what was actually happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what it is. This is kind of like a mind twister. You're always like watching and you're thinking what's going to happen, what's next. You know, it's not like it's I actually want to say it's one of the most unique Marvel content that they put out, because just the way it's being portrayed to us. You know, there's nothing like it. It's definitely in its own kind of realm right now. See over here, we have Charles coming in. If they're going to do Ghost Rider, they need to do the Dan version and steer clear of Johnny Blaze. Bring in some new one. A verse that fell apart because of bad storytelling was the Monster verse with Tom Cruise's The Mummy, King Kong, and Godzilla. So connecting Moon Knight to a new verse rather than established verse will be hard. Yeah. So the question is Marvel getting too big? Let's answer that question.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say that they're getting too big, just because like I've yet to see something from them that's just, wow, this is really bad. You know, like it's maybe the stories are going in a bunch of different directions, but until they come out with something that I really don't like, just keep coming out with the content and I'll keep watching it.
And it doesn't have to be big, like in a bad way. It can just like, is it too big, like that it's become where it's like hard to manage or even follow? Is I guess the question.
I think it's getting there. Like, as somebody who's just getting into it, I feel so overwhelmed with how much I have to catch up on and stuff like that. And like, I'm in love with everything so far. Like, I just watched Civil War last night, so I'm in love with everything that I'm up to. But knowing that there's like all these different shows and a new generation coming in, I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be a lot.
That's why I've never read the comics, because I feel that way about the physical comics. I'm like, I don't even know where to start. So that's why I've only never done the shows and the movies. But I could see, like, if I had never watched them from the beginning, I could feel the same way as Ryan is. But luckily, I've been there. It's like I was there for the first issues. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I have to catch up on everything.
Catherine, do you feel overwhelmed at times when you're watching or Marvel or any kind of movie? You feel like it's too much or too in depth?
Yeah, but also because my brother is like super into it. So like if oftentimes I'll watch it with him just for a little bit of help. But like when I'm watching it, he'll just be like, yeah, and if you look here, this is the connection to this movie, and like name every single connection to every other movie. And it's like, all right, I'm just trying to get through this one right now.
I'm not concerned about the 27 connections to movies I have no idea about. Yeah. But that is what it is.
It is cool that there is all those, like, that they're able to make all those like connections, whether it be through the different shows, movies, universes, like all of that is cool and creative. It's just a lot. You have to. It's like a full-time hobby.
So I had several points in the Marvel like franchise, I guess, where I was worried. One was after Thor 2, because Thor 2 just wasn't great. And Iron Man 3, which is not bad, but I just didn't like where it was going. So it felt rocky. And then Guardians of the Galaxy, I was like, what are you doing, guys? And then it turned out to be the best ever. And then Ant-Man, I was like, guys, I don't know. Here it is. And then now I am here again. I felt the Eternals. I felt it shaking. I didn't see Morbius, but I heard Morbius just didn't do well. That kind of worries me. And it's getting big. I think this is what I'm gonna say. I think that Doctor Strange has to bring it together and give us traction. And if it doesn't, we're going to feel floaty for a while. Or maybe Love and Thunder will help us out. But I think that Doctor Strange got a lot to explain to do. It's really gotta put it together, because you feel like, how do you guys feel? Don't you feel like it's kind of like, you feel almost like there's a lot going on. It's kind of everywhere. And like, where's our direction? And we don't have direction right now.
Yeah, I do agree with you. Like, there's a lot of like, everyone's kind of doing their own thing right now. And I agree also. Like, I would like to see Doctor Strange kind of like, reveal the next big threat in the universe or in the multiverse. But at the same time, too, like, at the end of Endgame, there were like a lot of character stories, I feel, that like needed to be told, or if not even resolve themselves, like kind of like extend the story, like with Wanda and Vision. Like, I would have a hard time buying that she just like dove right into the next adventure without dealing with everything she had to deal with in regards to Vision. Same thing with spoiler alert for Ryan, if you want to cover your ears here. When Steve passed on the shield to Falcon, like, I think we would have a very, very hard time swallowing just seeing a brand new Captain America without expanding the story about how, he himself had trouble accepting the shield, and he had to kind of like ease his way into it. And we kind of realized along with the character that this is what's right for Captain America. So let's get all these characters established. Let's let them deal with whatever they have to deal with. Let's go through it with them. And then, like, as the new story presents itself, it'll kind of like happen a little more naturally. You know what I mean?
I think it's a good point, because it didn't occur to me like the passing of the torch struggle when watching Falcon, that he was going through. And when he did it, I was like, oh, absolutely. I was like, because I wouldn't even have thought of any of this from my own perspective, which is, limited. And that's true. They made a point to say, this is an issue. And you're like, oh yeah, you're right. Okay. And then you're just watching and kind of learning. And now I guess when you have a movie, the movie feels like you've moved the story forward and you're like, what's next? And sometimes there can be, this is what I feel personally only, because you guys may not feel this way. It's almost like it's a step a little bit off kilter, which can be corrected, but it doesn't feel good where we are right now. To me, it feels like that. Just a lot going on, and I'm wondering if it's going to be corrected by Doctor Strange. Not that we're in a bad time. I'm just saying I'm worried about where we're heading, and I hope that it's put back into alignment. Maybe it's just because we're anything and there's no pacing. And just feels like we're in between for me, and I hope that lines up. I'm very excited for Love and Thunder, and I feel like that no matter what happens, that Love and Thunder is going to be great. We have Guardians next year, which is going to be great. And I know we have a She-Hulk series, which people are talking about. I heard mixed about that. What are you guys most excited for coming up?
Obi-Wan. I know that's not Marvel, but
Disney. It is Disney, though.
I can't think of anything else. I don't know. I'm excited for the next episode of Moon Knight. I feel like, touch upon like what you guys were saying about the whole universe of Marvel and like how big it is and all this stuff. And I feel that we're really lucky to get a show like this. I don't think we would have gotten under any other circumstances. Like it's they're so big at this point that there's room for a show like this that isn't going to appeal to everybody necessarily, but I'm just finding amazingly, entertaining and interesting and stuff without even knowing anything about the character or the backstory or anything. And I felt like that with the Loki series too. I thought that was just really, really well done. And and how we're just so lucky to have that, to have gotten a show like that, the series. I feel the same way with this one.
That's
So,
like the Mandalorian and the Boba Fett talk. It's like at the end of the day, can we just be happy we have a Boba Fett show?
How
Like,
lucky are we? That we have that.
Yeah.
It's good in gen. Even if you don't like some aspects of them, they're good in general.
mm-hmm.
So anyway.
Oh, there's another Miss Marvel coming out. Somebody's saying they're working on.
Oh yeah.
So there's a few other things out. I'm not sure. I wonder what they're going to do with Daredevil too. But yeah, I mean, for Moon Knight, I'm excited to see where it goes. I feel like it's a potential to really keep revving up and keep on pace. And I get the feeling that it's going to only get stronger in story because it just started with like the mystery of it, and then as you get more established, I think it's going to rev up and rev up and rev up. And I think by the end, I think we're going to be very very happy with it. And yeah, I'm excited to see how it fits. Let's just see how it goes. Let's do a rating, guys, 1 to 10 to go from left to right, and then on the bottom, Liam, you're up first. 1 to 10. How do you rate it so far?
I'll give it an 8 or an 8, actually 8.5. Give it 8.5. I'm liking it a lot.
8.5. Catherine.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
5. Ryan.
Give it a 9.
9. Dan.
I will give it I'll give it a 7 so far.
Damien.
Yeah, based on these first 2 episodes, I'm gonna have to say 8.
I'm going to split the difference and say 7.5, right in the middle of that. So, yeah, I'm excited. Matrix over here says 8.75. And I don't know if this is true, but also says Loki season 2 is coming.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which is wild to me. I didn't know they were doing multiple seasons. So that is exciting.
I need more answers about the guy's glass shoes, though.
The glass in the shoes?
Yeah, does he do it every day? Is it with one time? Is it still in there? Is he always walk around with glass in his shoes?
Why aren't we seeing blood trail behind him?
Yeah, we need more content about the
would there be I don't know.
Because when he's training, he's got such tough callus on his feet now from doing it so many times that there wasn't any blood.
Why?
That could be.
Well, the question. Well, if it was Steven who did it, then Steven was trying to stop himself from getting out.
No, maybe. it's Ethan Hawke's character that has them.
The other guy. Yeah,
glass sandals. Yeah.
It's the first thing you see, and then he's walking around with it all day.
He drinks the drink, and he smashes it, and he puts it in his shoes, and then he's just
Wild.
walking around with glass in his feet.
Maybe it's like a rule you have to suffer or pay a penance.
Or maybe he wants to prove that he's immortal, like he has no blood in him, he can't die.
Maybe he doesn't feel pain the same way. That's a good point. Maybe he's altered physically now. But then why would he do it?
Pain tolerance.
I think he feels it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just to prove he's
I think he feels
stronger than everyone.
He'd have to feel it. Otherwise, why would he do it?
Right,
That has no relevance.
Yeah.
Maybe he feeds off the pain.
Yeah. It's part of the judgment.
Or the god
doing those judgments.
is like he
used to be the avatar for the other
Right.
guy too, right?
He claims.
Claims. That's
True.
right. So he says.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he used to do, so he couldn't run around because he would never see him running. He's just walking everywhere because he's got glass in his feet.
Matrix says the guy is dead already.
Oh, Ethan.
Andrew says it's like a constant tickling to his feet, brightens his day. That's not right.
I put feathers in my shoes.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So that is it for Moon Knight. That's what we thought. We're as curious as you are watching forward. It's been a mystery so far, and it's been exciting to watch to see where they're going to go with it. So let us know in comments below what you think, and we'll talk about it. So, guys, let's get going with our next show here. Is our last segment for the day. This is going to be our tabletop meets wrestling show, guys. So, for fans that are playing from Patreon, this is your time to join, guys. Join in right now. Todd, please send out that link if you could. Guys, we're going to have a couple of matches today before we get into the show. I'll let you know what they are. We're going to have a triple threat match. It's going to be Crusher, Grandmaster, and Soulless. We're going to have a one-on-one match, Trent versus Quack Scientist. And then, of course, we have the championship match. Here's Jason Spector right now. And that's coming up after. That's going to be with Hedge Delta, of course. And that'll be a lot of fun. And hopefully we got Crusher joining in soon. And we still on the horizon have Soulless that has to have the, I guess, the grudge match, the wild card match with Slapshot with Jason. So we have I think we have 3 matches on today. Dan, what do you think? You should do that match today or no?
The wild card?
Soulless versus Slapshot. Let's hold off on that. We can build that. That's a marquee match. We don't want to just slide that in there.
I think
Let
I agree.
him tremble for a few more weeks.
I'm ready.
I think I'm gonna agree with that one. Okay, guys, if you're not familiar with the show, it's Wrestling Meets Tabletop. It's called Roll It and Rumble. We have a system that we have built for the show. We're actually modifying it. We're preparing to bring other people on in the future, guys. We're going to build it up and go crazy with it. We're having a lot of fun, and it's wrestling, and it's true tabletop form. So, guys, get ready. If you got your costumes to do, whatever you're going to do it up. And then let's get ready to start Roll and Rumble, guys. I am very excited. And, guys, if you haven't done so, please like this video. Please subscribe. Please follow us for more content. We're live every Monday and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely check us out if you're just finding us for the first time now. Guys, without further ado, let's get into our next show. And it is called Roll and Rumble.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to fight in Audio Dungeon Wrestling in Roll and Rumble.
Good evening, ladies. I can't speak today. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Roll and Rumble. Today on the show, we have the Patreon Fighting Camp and the Audio Dungeon Federation once again battling together in the same ring. We have our matches set up for today, which are going to be proved to be epic combat, I'm sure. We have a triple threat match between Crusher, Grandmaster, and Soulless. We have a one-on-one match between Trent Barrington and the Quack Scientist. And, of course, we have the main match today. It is going to be Slapshot versus Hedge Delta. And that's going to be for the championship belt. If Hedge wins, he will become the new champion. If Slapshot wins, he will have a title defense on his way towards the Hall of Fame. What's going to happen right now? We're going to go right to Slapshot and start with him. Slapshot, this is going to be a big night for you. Is this your first title defense?
This will be my first title defense. You know, it's been a long time coming, but I've been working extra practices all week, working on my skating, working on my hits, and I am ready to get my first title defense. I am ready to give Hedge Delta a big 0 on his ledger. When the final horn sounds, you'll see a hat trick on the board for Slapshot and my first title defense.
Very nice. Let's go on over to Hedge Delta. Hedge, you are facing Slapshot right now. He seems confident. What do you have to say to him?
What do I have to say to him? You know what, Commish? I have a very, very uncomfortable truth to share with Slapshot tonight. And that truth is that Hedge Delta is custom made from head to toe. Everything I own, everything I've bought, everything I wear is custom made just for Hedge Delta. And that means that only Hedge Delta is the man who's fit to represent Roll and Rumble as its world heavyweight champion. Slapshot, do you think, have you ever thought for a single second that Commissioner Hansen wanted to ever put your bruised, bloodied, toothless face out there as the face of this organization? On Good Morning America? On ESPN? Never. It's always been Hedge Delta, and you can mark my words, tomorrow morning, I'll be giving stock tips to Stephen A. Hedge Delta will be comparing championships with Michael Strahan, because tonight, finally, I will become the Roll and Rumble World Heavyweight Champion. And I will finally begin my road to becoming a Roll and Rumble Hall of Famer, because never before have my chances ever been more. Say it with me. Bullish!
Wow, tough talk from Hedge Delta. Let's go on over to Quack Scientist, who's still recovering from that last promo. Quack Scientist, you had an amazing week last week. You were just coming in with like a crazy, powerful hits after hit after hit after hit. And you and Grandmaster have the championship belt for tag team. Do you think that today you're going to start your journey towards your very own belt for wrestling?
I think I am on the journey. I don't think today starts the journey. It's a lot of behind the scenes steps, behind the scenes work. What you see is that's not all that goes into it. You know what I mean? I've been training independently. And I am coming for the belts, yes.
So that'll be something. If you can pull 2 belts, that'll be exciting to watch. Let's go over to your partner, Grandmaster. Grandmaster, so you had a big week last week. You defended that tag team champion. Are you going to become the world champion as well?
Commissioner, that is my hope. I've been studying all day, every day, getting back in shape. I'm going to come for that belt next week. Once Slapshot is easily going to mop the floor with that Hedge Delta man. He likes to just flap his mouth, but he's nothing. So next week, Slapshot has told me I will get the chance to go back for my belt. It will be mine once again.
Let's go over to Crusher. Crusher, today you're in a match with Grandmaster and Solus. Solus has been the epicenter of infamous behavior on Roll and Rumble. You have any words for your opponents?
I will leave them in the ring crushed and broken and bruised, and I will break that little pitiful mask he has over his face. We will finally see what is behind it.
Very nice. Do you feel confident? Do you feel that the World Championship is obtainable for the Crusher?
It is obtainable for anyone.
Let's head on over to Solus. Solus, you're in a match with Crusher. You've been a target of a lot of scrutiny coming for the last few weeks. And a lot of people have a lot to say about Solus, and does he even belong to be here? You had a DQ the other day, and what do you have to say? What do you have to say for the naysayers out there?
For the naysayers, I don't really say much to them at all. They suck just like Slapshot sucks. Crusher is going to get his trachea crushed tonight. He wants to say that I'm not a challenge, and then he just cut out because I think even his computer could tell the bullcrap he was spewing was not legit and not accurate. So he silenced himself pretty much. Anybody who doubts me, who doubts my tag team partner Hedge Delta, they doubt the real money in the league. They doubt the real money in the federation. Tonight, I will win this triple threat. And whenever the time comes and Slapshot wants to put his pucks where his mouth is, I'll be waiting for our 1-on-1 match, and I will beat him, finally, and shut him up for good.
And final question, when will the world see your finisher?
The world has seen my finisher. And once they see my opponent tapping from my finisher, the Trachea Crusher, they will then realize that they've been fools this entire time for thinking that they haven't seen it. You have seen it already, world. Stop asking when you will see my finisher. You have seen it.
Okay, let's go over to Trent Barrington. Trent Barrington, can you please name for us the Solus's finisher?
I cannot, as I've never seen it. About Solus, I have a match tonight. I am ready. Trent Barrington is ready to get in that ring. Now, I know what you're thinking. I've been in a little bit of a slump lately, had a few losses, got crushed by the Crusher. It's been a rough couple weeks, but tonight's the night. I'm turning it around, okay? Trent the Grizzly is here. I'm ready to get in the ring. Let's do this, Commish. Let's do this. Let me in that ring. I'm ready for this match.
I absolutely am going to let you in that ring. You'll be battling the Quack Scientist today, and Quack Scientist had a very strong week last week. We're going to see if she can duplicate that performance today, and we're going to see how it goes. So good luck to you, Trent. And guys, let's get ready for our first match today. It is actually going to be a triple threat match between Crusher, Grandmaster, and Solus, who are entering the ring as we speak, guys. Here we go. 6 and 1s are not active here, just so you guys know. This is a regular match. Top number goes into play for your attack. That's it, guys. Let's do it. Combat.
Before we start, Grandmaster, later tonight, we will be in the ring, or around the ring, for the championship match. We should team up now and save the fighting for later. Look at Crusher. He's been talking so much smack on you for the past 2 weeks.
Are you trying to ride my coattails in this match because you know your little baby boy who can't do anything?
He seems to be riding everyone's coattails because he doesn't have an actual win on his own. He has to follow someone else.
Yes, this little man.
Crusher's been trashing you in the back. He said you don't know how to play chess. He said that you suck. So we should get him now. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just throwing that out there.
The only that we thrown anywhere is you out of this ring. Let's go. Let's combat it up, boy.
How dare you?
36.
7.
You got it. 36 as well.
Okay, so I will run in. I say, shut your mouth, boy. I slap him in the face. Take 4 damage.
To Crusher, right?
To you, Solus. Take the damage.
Damn you. All right.
36 again.
9.
7.
I don't come in now. I stomp on your toe. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Another 4 damage for you, Solus.
How dare you?
Natural 1.
Natural 1 as well.
Yes. Awesome. Amazing. And I look at Grandmaster and I smack him in the face. Take 4 damage. How dare you? I'm trying to help you. He's been talking crap. Let's go back.
That is a 7.
7 as well.
That is an 8.
Damn it.
So I run in, elbow right to the head. Boom. Take another 4 damage, Solus.
This is not elimination, you know. You're going to screw yourself over out of a win.
Natural 6.
Ugh.
Bull crap.
36.
You got it.
I will reverse chokehold on Solus. Technique versus technique.
Oh, man.
That is 9.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go. That is 8.
You will take 2 from your strength.
How dare you? All right. Let's go.
That is an 8.
That is an 8. Ha ha ha. Reroll. Reroll, you crap.
That is 36.
7. Yes. Amazing. Flying knee to the face of Crusher. Take 2 damage.
Natural 6.
6. Natural 6.
That is 5. It is up to you.
8. Ha ha ha. Amazing. I go up to Crusher again. Clothesline. Take 2 damage.
Another 1.
36.
36. Reroll. Yes.
5.
Ha ha ha. I win it again with a 9. Take a suplex. Nice vertical. I hold you up there for a few seconds. Blood rushes to your head. I slap you on the face before you drop. Take 2 damage. Crusher.
A 9.
36 again.
7.
We'll be changing that dice.
And I come in, I grab you, knee you to both sides of your head. Take another 4 damage, Solis.
What are you doing?
You will not get anything out of this match today.
You suck just like your tag team partner.
Hey, a natural 1.
8.
No, you got it.
I think one more time we'll do it. I'll run in, punch you right through your mask. Boom. Lift it up, poke you in the eyes, throw you to the floor. Take another 4 damage. All right, let's finish this match.
It's a 5.
Natural 1.
Natural 6. You guys suck so bad you don't even know it. Oh, yes. Amazing. All right. You know what? Just to say I put you in it, because I know what's going to happen in the rest of this match. I'm putting Grandmaster in the Trachea Crusher right now, and I'm just going to crush his trachea. And I don't expect to do anything, but I'm going to roll a 1. Doesn't matter. I hit you with the Trachea Crusher.
So that was an attempt finisher?
Yes, and I take 3 damage.
Okay, you also take an additional attack from me, so that's 4 damage because I have nail in the coffin.
So 3 plus 4 or 1?
Yes,
plus?
yes. So another 4 damage
On top of the 3.
on top of the 3.
You
I
guys
just tried to
suck.
choke me. I rip your hands off. I stare you right in the eyes, and I say it's time for the checkmate. I just rolled a 9.
Okay.
I got
Oh, 9. A 9. You suck. Reroll.
Very good. 7.
You got it. But before you do it, let me just say that everybody wants to say that I
I
can
say,
win.
shut up, don't say anything. And I start crushing his own throat, and I go for the checkmate, and I pick him up, and I pin him to the ground, and I roll a 3.
And that is it. Congratulations to Grandmaster, who comes out on top. And we did actually see Solus's move, but unfortunately, he got taken down by his own finisher. So, unfortunately, the first successful finisher that we all can remember was the Grandmaster using Solus's finisher on himself. So, congratulations to Grandmaster. Somebody
It is what it is it not?
What? Say again. What'd you say?
The crusher is breaking up.
It looks like it's not frozen. That's why. Okay, guys, that does that match. Congratulations to Grandmaster. We're going to get ready for our next match coming up. This one is going to be Trent Barrington versus the Quack Scientist. Who will win? We don't know. We're going to find out in a little bit. Guys, are you ready for this match?
Yeah, Trent's ready.
Quack Scientist is talking to her fans right now on her phone.
My stat sheet is on my phone because I left it at the studio, but I was just pulling up the numbers of how badly he is going to lose tonight. So no worries.
Very nice, guys. Okay, guys, so good luck to you. Good luck to you, and may the best wrestler win.
May they?
All right, here we go.
Yeah, if you just give me one. She's struggling a bit to get her dice out. She's flustered.
Hands in the ring, folks. Foot's caught in the ropes.
I got a 7.
Oh, I got an 8. So I'm gonna run up, give you a quick clothesline, take 4 damage.
Ooh. Okay.
Combat up.
6.
7. Oh,
Ooh.
all right. This time I'm gonna sweep the leg and throw you down for a slam. Take 4 more.
This is rough out here. 1. She's blowing it.
And all right, now we're gonna go. Let's see. I think I'm gonna run in and give you a nice little foot stomp while you're down there after the slam. Take 4 more damage. Boom. Wow.
1 again. Oh my gosh.
Man, I got a 7 again. I'm rolling like the same thing. All right. I think it's time for a neck breaker. Yup. Break the neck. 4 damage. Boom. Trent's on fire.
I have a mortal. I'm gonna shrug that off.
Okay. Let's do this.
Go time.
I
7.
rolled a 1. There you go.
Yes. Rolls in, gets up, pushes myself off the floor to punch you from the bottom. 4 damage.
4 damage? Okay. Let's do this. Oh, I rolled a 1 again.
Unnatural 6. Slams your head down into the floor. 4 more damage.
I see.
The comeback is ready.
Here we go. No way. 7. Oh, roll off. Here we go. 8.
8 also.
Oh, roll again. We can't get a hold on this one. Here we go. Oh, 8 again.
8. This is tough.
Here we go. 7.
7. Damn it.
What? Can't get it going. Oh, natural 6.
Unnatural 6.
Boom. All right, gonna come in, give you a nice fist drop with a sweep. Boom. Take 4 damage.
4. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ah,
7.
1.
Uh-oh.
No.
All right, I'm coming in. I think I'm gonna give you the big finishing bear hug. Let's see. Do I have to do a regular move first? No, I did. Right? Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, I think you just go to the thing. All right, here we go. 3.
Doesn't do it.
All right.
Yes, but he gets 3. The hell. 2, 6.
Do I take damage for missing the finisher? Commish?
Yes, you take damage.
I do. What do I take on that? 2, 3?
I think it's 2.
3.
Oh, 3 damage.
Is it 3?
3 damage.
Okay.
And there's 4 damage for him hitting me, or just since he missed the finisher, it's nothing.
No, he didn't deal damage to you for hitting you.
Yeah,
he
there's no damage on that one.
It's the setup move, and you do have to call that first move.
Okay.
I didn't call you on it because you failed it, so it didn't matter. It's against you. But yeah, you have to call that move. 3 damage. If you fail it, no damage done when you're going for the finisher because it's just a setup.
Right. Okay. All right, combat up. Here we go. Natural 6. Natural 6. All right. Okay. I'm gonna soften you up a little bit more. Come in with a nice headbutt. Boom. Take 4 damage.
I'm so mad right now.
Here we go. You got it. I got a 1 on that one.
I'm going to. Ryan does this every day in the studio, I think. RKO, no way, nowhere to go, something like that. That's what I do to you for 4 damage.
Out of nowhere. Come on. Out of nowhere.
All right. Here we go. Ooh, 8.
Natural 6, finally, it's coming back.
All right, bring it on.
I remember the neck breaker, 4 damage.
All righty. Here we go. Come back up.
7.
Natural 6. All right. First, I'm gonna come in, give you a nice elbow to the face, set you up for the big bear squeeze finisher. Here we go. The big bear slam. Coming in with the finisher. Here we go. Can it be done? 6.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The Grizzlies on top tonight. That was a great match. It doesn't come much closer than that. Awesome job to my opponent. But I'm back. The Grizzlies back. Yes.
Wow! Congratulations, guys. That was an epic match. Quack Scientist, you seem to just lost your flair from last week. What happened?
I thought I had studied so hard. I think I crammed and overstudied. None of the moves I had thought that were going to go through were going through. He knew his defense was just way too good. That was crazy.
It was good rolls.
It was too strong for the scientific method.
It was. Who knew? Nature wins over science. Nature versus science. Nature wins. The bear wins.
Wow. Okay, guys. Congratulations to Trent Barrington. Good luck next time to Quack Scientist, guys. We're getting ready for our last match of the day. This is our championship match from the champion Slapshot versus Hedge Delta, the number 1 contender. Who will take the belt? Who will keep the belt? We're going to find out right now, guys. Here they are. Guys, this is the match we've been waiting for a while. It's supposed to happen a while ago, but we had a disruption from Solus who jumped on stage. But today is going to be a bit interesting because you're both going to have somebody in your corner helping out. And we're going to meet them right now. Obviously, it's going to be, for Hedge Delta, it's going to be Solus. And I believe for a Slapshot, it is going to be the Grandmaster. So let's get this organized right now, guys. So this match is a championship match. For Grandmaster and Solist, here's how it works for you guys. You guys can apply a -1 to the opponent. Or you can give a +1 to your own side too. It doesn't really matter any way you want to do the boon. But if you want to roll, if you roll a 5+ on a D6, that plus can be a +2 for 1 round, so you can risk it. If you miss that, it'll be a 0. So it's a passive +1 or -1, or you risk it for a +2 or -2, or 0, nothing for that round. That's up to you guys' choices. If you feel like you don't want to add anything that round, you don't have to. That's your choice. And this right now is all legal as long as you stay out. If you do get in the match, you will be DQ'd from the next big event that happens. So I urge everyone to play fairly, and let's see what happens.
You hear that, Grandmaster?
Oh, you can speak again? I guess you recovered from me choking you out. That was a pretty pathetic performance you had.
The people on the left of the screen suck. No longer.
Okay, guys, here we go. It's time to roll and rumble. May the best wrestler win. Good luck, everybody.
Adaptable point going into technique.
Yeah, shut up, Slapshot.
I'll put mine in Fortitude.
Slapshot, don't get distracted. You better roll good, my friend.
Are you ready?
Up.
Combat up.
Right off the bat with a natural 6.
Whew. Dirty 6.
All right, how does every hockey match begin? With the face-off. Rake to the face, thumb to the eyes. Technique versus technique. Natural 6, I will show it.
Dirty 6. You got it.
All right. Listen here, Mr. Charisma. I realize that the best way to slow you down is to make sure you can't rebuff what I debuff. For my first double dirty injury, take 3 off of your fortitude. Commissioner, since fortitude affects your energy when you start the match, does he then lose the energy associated with those 3 points of fortitude?
He does not.
Okay.
He does not. That happens in calculations before match.
Yeah, energy can't be buffed or diminished by injury. I got it.
Right.
Okay.
Nice try.
He's a gambling guy. Mess that loophole up.
Nice try.
All right. Combat up.
Combat up.
Dirty 6.
Natural 1.
All right. All right. We're going to go for the slew foot, throwing you against the ropes, kicking my leg out, driving my knee right into yours. Technique versus technique.
All right.
8.
Oh, 5. Natural
Yes!
1.
For another double dirty hit, take 3 off of your combat.
Oh, boy.
This is what I'm talking about. I told you I was training.
Pathetic.
8.
3.
All right. Gonna come in with a pick you up and drive you with a pile driver. Take 3 damage.
All right.
Dirty 6.
4.
Yes. All right. We're gonna go for the wraparound. Wrap my arm around you. Bring you down with an RKO. Take 3 damage.
You might want to help me out here, Solus.
Natural 1.
Later.
All right. Okay, so I'll start off with a standing drop kick, and then I'll pose to the crowd and show them my money. Fortitude versus fortitude.
He's rich. I fan out over him as well.
8.
6.
I come in and I just trip you up so you interrupt your pose. It's not a shut up, but just the pose doesn't work. Combat up. Oh, natural 1 again.
36. All right, this time I'll hit you with a scoop slam, and then I'll go for an injury. Technique versus technique. Natural 6.
7. Patreon reroll that.
Okay. And you rolled a 7?
I rolled a 7.
All right.
Can I shout in to minus off this roll, Tony?
Yes, you can minus this roll if you wish.
I already rolled it. I got it here.
You already rolled it?
I just rolled it as you said it.
I'll let it go for now.
Yes.
I rolled a 9.
Yes. Injure
All
him.
right. So, with dirty, let's reduce your combat by 2.
Okay. 4.
Natural 1.
All right. I will come in and I will do the Ron Hextall. Driving my arm right at your knees. Technique versus technique. 7.
8.
Yes.
All right. Combat up.
The money.
Oh God! Natural 1.
4.
This
All
is
right.
Unbelievable.
Moving in for a spear. Take 3 damage.
Show him the money hedge.
All right, here we go. Combat up.
Natural 1.
4.
Let's go, Hedge.
Okay. All right. I'll come in with a drop toe hold, and then again, let's do a technique versus technique.
Yes. Break him.
Natural
6.
6.
Yes.
All right. Take another 2 off your combat.
Yes.
All right.
This is it, Hedge.
All right, combat up.
Natural 6.
Ah, 3.
Liar.
All right. We are going to go for the penalty box. Wrapping you in the ropes and pulling you into a hard extension. My technique versus your reduced fortitude.
Yes. You rolled a 1.
1.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a battle of ones. Combat.
-4 to your combat.
Oh, natural 1.
Natural 1.
Oh. Reroll.
Natural 6.
Whew. 5.
All right. Coming in with a Russian leg sweep. Take 3 damage.
Okay. Combat up. 4.
You got it.
All right. This time I'll throw you against the ropes and hit you with a flying forearm. Take 2 damage. Combat up.
Natural 6.
He's a liar.
5.
All right. Going for the high sticking, grabbing your arm, stepping up onto the top rope, leaping and driving down onto your shoulder. Take 3 damage.
Okay. Combat up.
5.
3.
Yes. Keeping it going. 2 minutes for elbowing right to the gut. Take 3 damage.
All right. Here we go. Combat up.
3.
1.
Yes. All right. Coming in with a suplex. Take another 3.
Oh boy.
You're looking mighty weak there, Hedge.
This isn't over.
3.
Natural 6.
Yeah.
All right. This time I'll hit you with a German suplex, then I'll lock you in the bank statement. My technique versus your fortitude.
5.
6.
All right.
Let's go again.
I scream from the sideline.
What's that? Okay.
I'm gonna scream in from the sideline.
What's the
Distract Hedge Delta.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for the powerful one.
5.
I rolled a 7. So now, Liam, what do you you're trying to get?
I roll, right? What is it, Tony? If I roll a
Yeah,
5 or 6, it's +2.
So if you're gonna roll, you can go for a +2 or it's a 0. And just so you know, solos can do the same thing. You guys can just choose when you want to do it. You can only do it once per round, either do the +1 or go for +2.
I'm gonna go for plus.
Nothing right now, Souls.
I guess -2 right now to Dan.
All right, then I'm going to do +2 to Dan.
I already rolled. He didn't declare that. Grandmaster declared that before Hedge rolled.
I hear
They
someone
can
crying.
do it any time of the round. Doesn't matter which
Yeah.
one they do.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna yell, Hedge, you're looking mighty poor today. 6.
Bull crap. Six. Let's go. You keep it, Hedge. You keep it. Get him.
Yes. All right. That's that was what, 2?
That was 2 holds.
Let's go one more. Technique versus fortitude.
Oh.
I yell again.
He's risking it.
Yes, he will.
And he's getting the market crash.
You got it.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't get it anyway.
Take 8 damage.
All right.
Yes,
That's all right.
All right.
On that. Natural 6!
Oh, 4.
I think it's time. Shooters, count it with me now. I throw you to the ground. Count it with me. 1, 2,
I'm gonna roll.
3. Going for the hat trick.
-1.
Slapshot skates in. He winds. He shoots. He rolls. A 3.
That is -1 from Soulless. That's a 2.
No. I rolled a 4. I counted that. I rolled
Okay.
a 4, so it's a 3.
Okay.
Either way, you got me.
He scores!
Oh, and that is it. Congratulations to Slapshot, who defends his first successful defense, and he is one step closer to the Hall of Fame. Thank you to Grandmaster and Solus for hanging out with us today and helping out. Let's go right down to the contestants here. Hedge Delta, what happened?
You came in. You went right for the throat right away. I didn't think you had it in you, Slapshot. Congratulations.
Hedge, you are a mighty competitor. I am looking forward to the next time I face you in the ring. I want to thank my corner mate, Grandmaster, for the support. And as I promised, next time, my second title defense will be against him. But Hedge Delta, you are a great competitor. You deserve every dollar that your investors send your way. But tonight, on that ice, when that buzzer sounded, the hat trick was scored by Slapshot, and you don't have a shot against Slapshot.
Wow, guys, what an epic match. Congratulations to Slapshot. Hedge Delta, better luck next time. I'm sure you'll be back. Guys, that was amazing to watch. We're going to go around all the wrestlers today, and we're going to figure out whose records are what and who is on top and who's on the bottom right now. I think it's possible we may have somebody who is in danger of being forced into retirement from the Wrestling Federation. We're going to find out all the details right now, guys. When you come on up, say your current record and anything you want to say to your competitors. Let's keep it 10 seconds or less. Let's start it up. Crusher, you're up first.
2-7, but still 2-3 in singles.
I am 8-5.
I am 1-7. 10 seconds to tell Slapshot that he sucks, and to tell everybody in the crowd watching and commenting that they suck too.
I believe I am 15 or 16 and 12.
Hey, I'm sitting at 8-12 now. Finally got that win.
I'm at 12-18, but you haven't seen the last of Hedge Delta.
Here is your winner and still World Rolling Rumble Federation champion, Slapshot, with a record of 8-8.
You suck. You may have beaten my partner tonight, but when it comes to our wild card match, I will expose you for the fraud that you are, and you will have crap all over
I
your
come
shirt.
running in, RKO out of nowhere. Boom!
Did I push him off and I hit him with a trachea crusher?
He's got a 5. I rolled a 5.
I stare into Jason. I stare into Slapshot's eyes as I put
Shut him up.
in the
I start talking to
trachea
him again.
crusher. I look at Slapshot. I said, "This is what's gonna happen to you when I face you one-on-one." That's right. You are just put in the
I come in and put him in the
He's
penalty
doing
box.
nothing. He's doing nothing.
I reversed the
He's not even hurt.
I reversed the penalty box. I kicked Jason right in the nuts. I put him down on the floor, put him in the trachea crusher. I have both of them, one hand in each person. Trachea crusher. Then this episode ends with me.
But it is
on
doing
top of the
nothing.
champ.
It does not hurt at all.
I take the title. I spit on it. I throw it back down. And I put it back in the trachea crusher. I am putting you in the trachea crusher right now. This is my finisher.
Wow,
I
this
get
is
up.
pathetic.
I get up.
Are you living out your fantasies right now?
I look at the crowd and I tell them all where they can shove it because I see your comments and you all suck just like Slapshot, just like this piece of crap Grandmaster.
This is the closest you will ever be to a belt, Solus.
You suck.
So pathetic. So pathetic.
Crusher, you suck.
Grandmaster,
Come
as
on.
promised, you will get your rematch. I'm looking forward to my second title defense.
Nobody else is.
So,
Guys-
I don't know if you've done enough damage to people to have one finisher even work. If you were to add all your damage up across all of your matches.
So, Solus, let me get this straight. You are so uncreative. Your submission hold is also your finishing move?
I'm the most creative person you know. There's no one more creative than me. Shut your mouth.
You do have a wonderful imagination, that is for sure.
Commissioner, may I propose an interesting match for next week?
Sure.
What if we all take on Solus one at a time? We all have 1 HP. Let's see if he can beat us all with finishers. I think we can take him out before he can do any damage to us.
Oh wow, I kind of want to watch that.
I'll put all you except Hedge in the Trachea Crusher. And when it gets to me versus Hedge, I'll just give him some money and we'll call it even.
We'll all run a bunch of laps around the building so we have almost no energy. We'll come in and we'll still trounce the floor with you.
Solus, could you beat everybody if everybody had 1 hit point?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Would
Put
be
your
the
money where
only
your
way.
mouth is. Let's do it. Give me, what would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins on my record. I'll be 7-7.
No.
Give it to me.
It would
Let's
only
do
count
it.
as one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
what
would
it
have
was
to
1.
count as one.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys are a bunch of pansies.
In a wonder match, you don't get a victory every time you throw someone out of the ring. Get with it, Solus. Come on.
It's
No,
one,
that's how it should work.
if it's going to be
That's
one
the only
hit,
way you would earn a win.
I already have a win. Slapshot, you
Thanks
suck.
to Hedge Delta. And here you were trying to ride the coattails of Grandmaster again. You can't do anything on your own.
No one.
Not the top.
No
He can lose on his own.
Oh, good point.
Oh.
Good point. Yes, that's. I think he's earned a master's degree. Quack Scientist, I think you can bestow a degree in losing to Solus there.
That is not
I don't know
even
much
funny.
about it. I honestly learned all about it from him.
You all team up on me and say that I rely on teaming up with other people. It's funny. Every time I'm in a match with more than one person, everybody seems to gang up on Solus. That's because most of you suck.
poor Solus.
He just walks down the hallway every day going, RKO, no way, no.
It's RKO out of nowhere.
RKO, whatever he chants to himself,
Put
trying to talk
respect on
himself
Randall
into
T.
it.
Thornton.
But he can never perform it in the match, but all week long he's just saying it, chanting it down the hallway. RKO out of nowhere. RKO
I think
out of
Solus is
nowhere.
on a mission to be the first contender to have lost to each competitor in the
I think
Federation.
he has already done that.
Guys, if you've beaten Solus, please put your hand up.
I don't have enough hands for the number of times I've beaten Solus.
I don't think I fought him.
Trent, you have beaten me.
I did.
I did give Ryan an F. Ryan
Yeah,
has you don't need me to give Ryan an F.
Being honest, Solus. Thanks for being honest.
Solus, who has not defeated you?
I guess I don't know.
Take
if
your
that
time.
Person,
I guess the opponents that haven't entered Audio Dungeon Wrestling Federation
I
yet.
have never faced Crusher one-on-one before.
Hedge Delta, have you beaten
I've
Solus?
also
You guys
never-
have been partners
There's a-
for a while.
I don't think I've fought Solus.
There's a lot of people who haven't faced me one-on-one. There's a lot of people that gang up on me in triple threat matches, and that's a bunch of pathetic crap. To be honest, if I'm being honest with everybody, that's a bunch
We've
of
all
pathetic
been on the receiving end of double teams and triple threat matches.
Yeah, somebody's got to go down, you know.
To be fair, though, Solus has only had one-on-one matches with Slapshot.
It's true. It's true. He sucks so bad. He just gets keep putting against the worst person in the league. That's how bad he sucks.
If I'm the worst person in the league, why haven't you beaten me?
No, I said I'm the worst person in the league, and you keep facing me. That shows how much you suck.
You keep asking me to face you.
You just
Okay,
self-proclaim
for this
yourself.
wild card match.
It's like dog with bone.
And so
Like
you
dog with
keep
bone.
accepting.
You don't know when to give up.
Oh, he'll know when to give up when I beat him in the wild card and he's forced into retirement. That'll
Never
be him
gonna
giving up.
happen. And then you will wake up from your dream and realize that your bed is wet and you suck and you have no title and you suck. You pissed yourself in your sleep. That's what that means.
We got it. We got it.
Wow.
Now he's so pathetic he needs to explain his joke.
No insults.
No, we had quack scientist who doesn't understand anything with a strange look on her face. And now my voice is echoing because Slapshot sucks.
Okay.
Wow. He's just
Well, guys, so
reaching.
guys, I'm excited to see what's going to happen next week. Congratulations to Slapshot. Slapshot, you have your first title defense, 2 more, and you become a Hall of Famer. We wish you well and a good journey on your way to trying to achieve greatness.
Thank you
Guys,
very much. I just want to thank Hedge Delta one more time for an incredible match.
Great match, Slapshot. Wear that belt with pride.
Thank you.
I want to thank Josh for the reroll.
anyone else? Anything else anybody wants to say before we go?
Some of the
That is it, guys. That is it. We're going to head out right now. This is Audio Dungeon for D6 Arcade. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us and Roll and Rumble. We appreciate you joining. And we are live every Monday and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. We've been playing 2 Criticals of the Week, a Nerd Review, and Roll and Rumble. And we're going to put another show right back in there. It could be Escape the Dungeon, Super Zeros, or something brand new that perhaps we're working on. That's going to be very exciting, guys. You'll see it soon. So, guys, please like this. If you're seeing on YouTube, please give us a like, give us a follow, give us a subscribe, or join us on Twitch and subscribe there, guys. We thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Audio Dungeon. Thanks a lot, guys.